All right, guys, we're back. This is episode 13. This one, this episode, I guess, is going to be mine, I guess, man, because I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while, man.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's the point of this podcast. You know, we're not going to sit there and just talk political. We like to dibble dabble and other things. So I'll go and let you take the lead on this one, man.
All right, man. This is something that you hear about in movies a lot. You hear people joking about it, but we've had some pretty good conversations about this. We've had probably like 3 or 4 conversations about it. And it comes up, man. So what is life about, man? What is destiny? How much is God involved in our everyday lives? Not so much Jesus. I'm thinking God. I'm thinking big here, man.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think Jesus might have a way of, maybe opening roads or doors, but I think God ultimately, man. Because, the Bible does say in order to speak to God, you got to go through Jesus.
Right.
But
like a path.
I guess so, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You were raised Catholic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I was raised Catholic, but I kind of entered on to like the Assemblies of God Church. And the only reason I did that is because I felt that I was learning a whole lot more about my faith at that church versus a Catholic church. Not that I'm trying to bash the Catholic Church. I'm just saying I felt like I was more engaged. Mm-hmm. And I was learning stuff. And they do hit on, as far as, destiny, and try to mold you in a way to make God first.
Yeah.
And accept any blessings that come, whether good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily know if everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, as far as blessings, because sometimes I feel that something good's coming, and this is just my intuition. Maybe I'm just a skeptic when it goes where I get something good, and then I feel something bad's going to happen right afterwards.
Yeah.
I know there's a problem. There's an actual term for it, but I just don't know what it's called. Do you know anything about that? That's just what I think.
Yeah, I don't know the term either, man. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you're having too good of a day, and then it suddenly hits you, and you're like, wait a damn minute.
Like something's gonna happen.
Why is this all happening to me now? What's really gonna happen? Yeah.
So I think people in general, and this is just an assumption that I'm not trying to categorize anybody, but I think in general, everybody, regardless of your religion, they do have some kind of faith and believe that they're on the path of right.
Yeah.
And they don't want to sit there and be a disappointment, and try to follow along, as far as the Bible says, and try to do in good faith. But it's so hard, man. It really is hard. I mean, y'all can tell from our previous podcast, my language has gotten a little out of control, But, I mean, hey, whatever.
But that comes hand in hand when you're talking about politics, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, it gets the blood going. I mean, the heartbeat gets a little faster.
Right, But, I mean, naturally, I have to open up myself and say, hey, I'm sorry. Ask for forgiveness.
Namaste. You breathe in and...
You know what I'm saying? Rub my ears. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but destiny, man. I know you were talking about it. I don't know. Do you think when you're born, our life's already written out and then we just got to play it out? What do you think?
I don't know, man. That's why I wanted to hit on this topic, because I feel like, there's some predestined going on.
Right.
But then I think sometimes there's not, man. I think sometimes it's just like, it's dumb luck, man. Mm-hmm. Because you were just talking about when you're having a good day and stuff, man. There's times where something happens. Everybody. You either go buy something new. You're excited about it, or something happens in your life where you're just like, fuck yeah, I deserve it. Whatever. But I wonder how much of that is actually predestined and says, okay, Roscoe, like this for us here, the podcast was something we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Was that predestined?
I don't know.
Exactly, man.
But why did it take us so long to do it? You know what I'm saying?
That's part of it. That's what I'm saying, man. You know, the podcasting thing's caught fire. What, like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Like actually, really.
Yeah.
So we're late to the game.
Yeah, we are.
But you know, there's a reason. Was there a reason behind it? You know, was it because we didn't have the time? Because you know there was other important shit in our lives going on. Not that there isn't now.
Yeah.
You know,
we just don't know. But,
that's what I'm saying right there.
Yeah. I mean, but honestly, I think you have a point there. You know, because even now we have problems. Not necessarily problems. It's just hard to get together and get this.
There's obstacles.
Yeah. You know, and we got to sit there and try to manage our time wisely to get this stuff out there, record it. I'll edit it and then try to get it out and published and everything on there on the platforms. So yeah, there is time where we gotta balance our life and do this. But yeah, that's I don't know, man. I really think we're on the right path of doing this.
Yeah.
And because I feel that regardless of what we talk about, it could be this or anything politics, people are listening to us, and it could be a couple things. It could be like, oh, these guys, they don't know what they're talking about, or these guys, we open up another door, kind of like what you were telling me the other day on the phone about your family member.
Yep.
And that really brought a lot of joy to me, hearing that from you. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I think my destiny is being a rock star, bro. I will always.
You never know, dude. You never know, man.
The only crappy thing is that my wife said if I ever became famous, she's going to leave me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anybody rich out there, your labels, just let's work this out,
Yeah. That's and that's why I always have that question, bro. And I think it makes for a good conversation because I'm a big believer in God's timing is always right.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is, whether it's good or bad, it's just the way you want to look at it,
right.
But like you say, man, how come it took us this long? Maybe it wasn't our time. Maybe now is our time. Not that we made this podcast with the intention of getting big or nothing,
Yeah.
but just simply because it's something we both enjoy.
Well, what it was is throughout the years of us working together, the times that we worked together, we bonded on a lot of conversations, and it wasn't that we automatically agreed, because I know there's some people probably think, oh yeah, Angel's just always agreeing, whatever. No, yeah. It's just our brain is on the same frequency, and we fire on the same level, and we understand what each other is saying. But as far as us getting this together, I think the timing wasn't right. It really wasn't. I mean, we had a lot of stuff going on, but we're here now, and see what's up, man. So, what do you think your destiny is?
I don't know, man, because like I said, we have that intuition, man. Everybody's got that sort of intuition. Like the people say, follow your gut. Something doesn't feel right, Right. So, there's just a lot of other things, not just us, man. But look at in history, man. All the things that have happened.
Right.
How much of this does God really have a hand in, man? Does He really let these wars go on? Probably one of the biggest ones that people probably ask, I'm sure, is the Nazis.
Right.
Was God absent that time, or did He say, you know what, I'm just gonna let this shit happen? Because He did it with the Pharaohs. Or not the Pharaohs, I'm sorry, the Egyptians, and Moses, right. But what causes that, man? That's what I want to know, dude. Is that just like part of His plan is to say, you know what? I mean, you let your kids, sometimes fuck up. Because you keep telling them over and over, hey, don't do that, don't do that.
Tough love, man.
That's what I'm saying. So is that part of it, man?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of that is possibly to try to build your character. What do you think? Maybe character, self-discipline, all the other characteristics that make every person in this world unique, man. I think you never know.
Yeah, I mean, or how much does the devil have his hand in too?
Oh, man, dude.
Is that, so when shit like that happens, could that just possibly be the devil's work, that interrupted God's work?
Yeah. It's funny you say that. There was a video, Denzel Washington. Remember I sent that to you?
Mm-hmm.
But what he said, and I need to pull it up and, we can review it. But, and y'all can go out there and I think it's on TikTok. I think is what it is. And he sits there and he makes a comment. I got somebody asked him a question. He's just the way he responded to it. It's Denzel, man. Denzel's
Yeah.
a smooth talker,
Yeah.
and everybody respects the guy because the dude's a well-known actor, and he seems to have his mind in the right place.
Yep.
And I believe he's a God-fearing man.
Mm-hmm.
But his response is pretty dope. I can't quote it right now. I don't have it up. I mean, you want me to look it up?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay. But I mean, honestly, I think it's pretty cool on how he responded to it.
Yeah.
And, uh-oh.
Which I think that was the only way to respond to that question, man. If we're talking about the same one.
Yeah, because he was like, he was talking about. Oh, there it is, right there, right here, dude. It's the first one I pulled up.
The devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. So basically, he said, when the devil ignores you,
Yeah.
then he knows you're doing something. Doesn't know what he said?
Yeah, you're doing something wrong.
You're doing something wrong.
Yep.
Oh. Now,
Wait, I'm not done now.
he said, I'm not done now.
You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone.
Leave him alone. He's my favorite.
Yeah.
Conversely,
And then he's going to go and
the
transition
devil
it.
comes at you.
And the devil comes at you,
Maybe it's because you're trying to do something right.
maybe because you're trying to do something right.
Right.
So that right there is a powerful message from, you
Yeah.
know, especially a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that right there, it's really good. And when I read and I saw that, it hit pretty hard. And it's just like they say. Nothing good happens at night.
Yep.
You know, so, you know, and my wife always told me that, you know, Angel, be careful when you go to work, you know, because it's early hours. So just be careful, you know. So, I don't know, man. The devil never, you know, there's a saying in a lot of our heritage, man, the devil never sleeps.
No, he doesn't, man. So that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I do believe in God. I know there's a higher power,
Right.
you know, but that's always been in the back of my mind. When something happens, you know, especially when we lose a loved one, man,
Oh, yeah.
you know, we always wonder, man, you know, and people say, you know, oh, you know, they're in a better place.
It was their time.
It was their time, you know, but
Their time on earth was fulfilled.
yeah, but what about the younger people, man? You know, there's, you know, kids, you know,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
infants, you know, there's babies that they're here for a year on this world, and then
Yeah, just,
something happens, you know, whatever. But I've always wondered that, man. That's always been in the back of my mind, and I wonder how many people think that way. You know, it's not questioning it; it's just simply, I think it's a deeper understanding, man, and saying, you know, well, you know, there's a lot of times we dodge a bullet per se.
yeah. Oh,
You
that
know,
was close.
Yeah, we'll have a flat tire, and instead of rolling the shit over, you know, we're able to control it, pull over on the side, and we're all like, damn, it could have been way much worse.
Oh, yeah.
So was that intervention, divine intervention, or could that have just been?
Dumb luck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You know, or there's other times too, like out here where we live, there's a lot of rattlesnakes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I'm not a snake guy, bro.
yeah, well, especially out there
I
in the
can't fucking stay.
out there in the sticks where we work, man.
Yeah.
You know, you walk by one, you don't see it all day, then all of a sudden somebody points it out, and you're like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
You
Got
know,
me.
again, maybe it's not your time. But how many people also have been on the verge of death, don't die, and you're all like, God damn.
You know, we talk about that, you know, and my dad, bro, my dad always has those old wise sayings, you know.
Yeah.
And my mom passed away at a young age, and my dad, he's in his 80s, you know. But my dad always told me, and I'm not trying to bash nobody's family or anything like that. He goes, but he said, my grandma.
Yeah.
So me and her don't have the best relationship.
Yeah.
But he said, you know why your grandma don't want to go? I was like, why? Because she's evil, dude. She's going to live forever, you know.
Yeah.
And granted, she did pass away a few years ago, and that, you know, it hit the family hard. Because, you know, regardless, she was like the rock, you know, and her sisters, you know, and everybody like that in Laredo, you know, that's where their family originated from, you know, or their roots are established. And it did hit the family hard, you know, because shortly after that, a lot of my aunts and everything like that, my tias and all them, they started getting sick, you know, and she was the oldest, you know. So
Yeah.
it's just, you just never know. And they always say death happens in threes, bro.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know we hit on it before. You know, I think it was our very first podcast we hit on it.
Mhm.
You know, death hits in threes, and then naturally a birth or somebody gets pregnant or